Hi YouTube, Tim Unkert here. In this video, we're going to be adding polynomials that have decimal coefficients. So in problem 1, we have polynomial 0.06x plus 0.44y. And then we're adding to that the polynomial negative 0.91x plus 0.18y plus 0.99z. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our x's together first. So I'm going to do 0.06x plus a negative 0.91x. Now when I do this, when we're adding numbers with different signs, we're going to take the one that's further away from 0 on the number line and subtract the number that's closer to 0 on the number line and keep the sign of the one that's further away. So I'm going to take 0.91 here and I'm going to subtract off 0.06. And if I do that, I get 0.85. But that difference is going to be, well, that's going to be a negative sum when we add those. So we're going to get a negative 0.85x. And what I'm going to do is I'm now going to cross off the x values because I've taken care of those. Okay, let's move to the y values now. So we have 0.44y. And we're going to add to that 0.18y. Okay, these are the same sign, so it's pretty forward. If we want to think of this as 44 plus 18, well, that's going to yield 62, but we're going to make it 0.62y. So we've got our y values taken care of. And then we can simply write down the 0.99z because we're not adding it to anything at the end. So we'll just keep that in mind for later. Okay, so our solution to this is going to be a negative 0.85x, be an x here, plus 0.62y plus 0.99z. Okay, so that's going to be our solution to that one. And there we go. Hopefully you got that. If you didn't, take a snapshot of this or watch the first part of the video again because I'm going to delete it to make room for number 2. Okay, so let's look at number 2 here. So in this one, we're adding the polynomial 0.93x plus a negative 0.92y to the polynomial negative 0.8x plus 0.65y. Okay, so this one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add our x's. So we have 0.93x. And we're going to add a negative 0.8x. Okay, so we're adding numbers of an opposite sign. So if we do that, we're going to take the one that's further away from 0 on the number line, so in this case 0.93x, and subtract the one that's closer on the number line, the negative 0.8x. So I'm going to do 0.93 or 0.93. And I'm going to subtract 0.8. So we do that with 3 minus 0, so we get 3. 9 minus 8 is 1. So we get 0.13. We're going to keep this as 0.13x. We're going to keep it positive because the number that is further away from 0 on the number line, the 0.93x, is positive. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll cross those off. And let's move to the y. So we have negative 0.92y. And we're adding to that 0.65y Okay, so in this case, we're going to take the 0.92, the negative 0.92. That's further away from 0 on the number line. We're going to take 0.92, subtract 0.65, and then the sum of that is going to be negative because the number that is further away from 0 on the number line is negative. So I'm going to do 0.92 minus 0.65. And we'll borrow from the 8 here. So 12 minus 5 is 7. 8 minus 6 is 2. So we get a 0.27 y, and we're going to make that a negative 0.27 y. Okay, so putting this all together into one polynomial, we have 0.13 x minus 0.27y, and that's our solution for this one. Pretty good. All right, take a snapshot because I'm going to erase it. We're going to move to problems 3 and 4. Okay. So in problem 3, we're adding negative 0.99x plus negative 0.66y plus 0.93z, and we're adding that to 0.08x plus 0.63y plus a negative 0.89z. Let's do the x's first. So we have negative 0.99x, and we're going to add positive 0.08x. So what do we need to do here? We need to take the 0.99, subtract the 0.08, and then make that sum negative because the number that is further away from 0 on the number line is negative. Okay, so I'm going to do 0.99 minus 0.08, and I'm going to get 0.91, so 0.91. That's going to be a negative 0.91x. Okay, so we've taken care of our x's. Let's move on to our y's. So we have negative 0.66y, and we're adding 0.63y. So again, this sum is going to be negative because negative 0.66 is further away from from 0 than positive 0.63. So we're going to do 0.66, take off 0.63, and we're going to get 0.03 or 0.03. So this is going to be a negative 0.03y. Okay, taking care of the y's. Now let's do the z's. So we have 0.93z. And we're going to subtract, or we're going to add, we're adding a negative that's less than, or it's closer to 0 than 0.93. We're going to add a negative 0.89z. Okay, so I'm going to take 0.93 and I'm going to subtract 0.89. I'm going to get 0.04. It's going to be 0.04z for our z value. So putting this all together, we have negative 0.04 0.91, that's a 9, 91x minus 0.03y plus 0.04z. And that is our solution for number 3. Okay, take a snapshot and let's move to number 4. Okay, so in number 4, we're going to add 0.63x plus 0.36y plus a negative 0.16z. We're going to add that to 0.45x plus a negative 0.47y plus 0.84z. So we have 0.63x plus 0.45x. So if we want to think of 63 plus 45, that's 108. So we're going to make this 1.08x. We're taking care of these. Next up, let's add the y's. We've got 0.36y plus a negative 0.47y. So the negative 0.47, that number is further away from 0 on the number line. So we're going to take 0.47 and we'll subtract 0.36. That's going to go as 0.11. So our sum between these two numbers is actually going to be, since the negative is further away from 0, it's going to be negative 0.11y. We'll get rid of this and we'll get rid of this. Let's move to the z's. So now we have negative 0.16z plus a 0.84z. So we're going to take the 0.84 and we're going to subtract the 0.16 because the 0.84 is further away from 0. We're adding numbers with different signs. Okay, so if I do that, let's see, I'm going to borrow from the 8 here. 14 minus 6 is 8. 7 minus 1 is 6. So that's a 0.68. But that's going to be a positive. It's going to stay positive, so it's going to be 0.68z. The reason it's staying positive is because the positive number is further away from 0 on the number line. Okay, so we're taking care of the z's. Now we just got to put it together. So our final solution is going to be 1.8x minus 0.11y plus, let me get rid of this. This is in the way. Plus 0.68z. Okay, and that is our solution to problem 4. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Also, I'm going to leave links to my Teacher Pay Teacher stuff and the website in the description. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.